Picture this for a second. You're standing on a terrace. The humidity is just starting to break because the sun is finally setting over the Andaman Sea. Maybe you're in Phuket, maybe Samui. The sky is turning that ridiculous shade of purple. You've got a cold drink in your hand, and the thought hits you, I could live here.
I should buy this place.
Right, I should buy this place.
It's the ultimate tropical dream.
Yeah.
And it's a dream a lot of people chase. I mean, who wouldn't want to wake up to that?
Of course.
But today, we're going to talk about the moment that dream wakes up and hits a wall of very specific, very rigid bureaucracy.
Right, because between that sunset and actually holding the keys, there's this massive invisible hurdle that trips up so many people.
So many.
It isn't finding the house. It isn't even negotiating the price. It's moving the money.
Exactly. It's the unsexy part of the fantasy.
Yeah.
You can pick the perfect villa. You can have the cash sitting in your bank account back home. But if you don't move that cash across the border in a very specific way.
Like ticking the wrong box on a form.
Literally, if you tick the wrong box on a form, the whole deal can fall apart.
Or worse. You send the money, it vanishes into the wrong account, or it arrives, but the government refuses to let you register the property.
Because you didn't get the right receipt.
Yeah.
That happens more often than you would think.
That is a terrifying thought.
You pay for the property, the money is gone from your account, but you can't legally own it. You're just stuck.
That is a wake up in a cold sweat kind of thought. So to keep everyone safe, we're doing a deep dive today into the mechanics, the actual plumbing of transferring money to Thailand for property.
We're not just pulling this off Reddit threads or, travel blogs.
No, we are diving into insights from Ocean Worldwide.
Right, and this is crucial context. Ocean Worldwide isn't just a website. They are a luxury real estate agency that has been on the ground in Phuket since 2004.
Since 2004. In the world of Southeast Asian real estate, that is practically ancient history.
It really is. They've seen the market boom. They've seen the changes. They've seen all the regulation shifts.
And specifically, we're looking at insights from Sandra O'Neill. She's the director of the agency.
Yeah, she and her team have helped, thousands of families and investors navigate these exact waters. So when they say, watch out for this trap, it's coming from 2 decades of actually closing deals.
They're the go-to experts for a reason.
Absolutely.
So our mission today is simple. We are going to decode the financial logistics so you don't get your funds stuck, lost, or rejected by the land department.
And we're going to talk about a golden ticket document that you absolutely need.
And why using that money transfer app on your phone might actually be a terrible idea for this specific transaction.
It's all about the details today. The devil's definitely in the details.
Okay, so before we even move the money, we have to address the elephant in the room.
Can I even buy the thing?
Can I even buy it? I feel like there's always this cloud of confusion about foreigners owning property in Thailand. Am I owning it, or am I just borrowing it?
It's a great question. And the confusion usually comes because people confuse land with property. The laws are, they're quite protective.
Okay.
A big headline you have to understand is foreigners generally cannot own land outright.
So that's a hard rule, no wiggle room.
It's a hard rule designed to keep Thailand in Thai hands. You cannot just walk in, point at a plot of dirt, write a check, and get a title deed with your name on it.
But I see foreigners living in villas all over Phuket. I see them listed online. Are they all doing something illegal?
Not illegal, no, but complex. There are workarounds. You'll hear about setting up a Thai company to hold the land.
So the company owns the land, and I just control the company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it is. It's convoluted. It's paperwork heavy. It requires legal maintenance, yearly audits.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It is. It's a valid path. Ocean Worldwide mentions a specific example, a beautiful 3-bedroom home near Layan Beach that's held under Thai company freehold. But it's the steep path, not for the faint of heart.
So what's the path of least resistance? If I just want a holiday home and I don't want to be a corporate director filing audits every year.
Condominiums. This is the sweet spot for international buyers. The Thai law explicitly allows foreigners to own condo units in their own name, freehold.
100% yours.
100% yours. Same as owning an apartment in New York or London.
Okay, that sounds much easier. Why doesn't everyone just do that?
Well, most do.
Yeah.
But, and there's always a but, there's a quota. It's called the foreigner quota.
Okay.
In any given condo building, foreigners can only own up to 49% of the total sellable floor area. The other 51% must be Thai-owned.
Interesting. So if you find a popular building that's already full of expats,
You might be out of luck, even if a foreigner wants to sell their unit to you. If the building is already capped at that 49%, you can't buy it under foreign freehold.
so you have to check that ratio first.
First thing you do. Got it. Okay, so let's assume I found the dream condo. It's in the 49%. It's legal. I'm ready to buy. I have the cash sitting in my bank account back home. I just wire it over, right?
Stop right there. This is where the financial catch comes in. This is where most people make the first mistake.
Really?
Yes, Thai law is very specific. For a foreigner to register a condo in their name, the funds must come from abroad.
Wait, explain that. What if I have a job in Bangkok? What if I have savings in a Thai bank account already?
Generally, you can't use it. Not for a foreign freehold condo registration. The land department needs to see that this money is new foreign currency entering the Thai economy for this specific purpose.
Why do they care where the money comes from? Money is money, isn't it?
They care a lot. It's an anti-money laundering measure. They want to see a clean trail from an overseas source into the Thai economy.
Transparency.
Total transparency.
Right.
And proving that trail leads us to the single most important piece of paper in this entire process.
The golden ticket.
The golden ticket. In the Ocean Worldwide Deep Dive, they talk about the FET form. I've never heard of this. What on earth is an FET?
FT stands for Foreign Exchange Transaction Form. If you talk to old school expats, they might call it the Thor 3.
Thor 3.
Yeah, it was the old name. But today, it's the FET. And you should think of it as your receipt of legitimacy.
Receipt of legitimacy. That sounds serious.
It is non-negotiable. If you are a non-resident buying a condo, and you walk into the land department to get the title deed without this piece of paper,
They just send you away.
the officer will simply look at you, shake their head, and say, "My day. No can do."
Wow. So picture this. You've paid the seller. The money has left your account. You've signed the contract. You've maybe even moved your furniture in, but without the FET.
The government says, not yours. You cannot legally register the transfer. You're in limbo. You've basically just donated your money to the seller.
That is an absolute nightmare scenario. So how do we ensure we get this form? Does my bank back in New York send it to me when I wire the money?
No, and that is a massive misconception. Your bank in New York or London or Sydney, they have no idea what an FET is.
I can't issue it.
They cannot issue it. The FET is issued strictly by the receiving bank in Thailand.
Okay, let's walk through the logistics of this because I want to make sure I get it right.
Okay, so ideally you follow this path. Step 1. You send foreign currency, dollars, pounds, euros, to a Thai bank account.
Okay.
Step 2. That money lands in Thailand and is converted into baht by the Thai bank. This is crucial. Don't convert it before you send it.
Send the foreign currency. Got it.
Step 3. Because the transaction is usually over $50,000 USD, that's the general threshold, the Thai bank records it and, upon your request, issues the FET form.
Upon your request seems like the key phrase there.
It is. They don't just mail it to you automatically with a thank you note.
You have to ask for it.
You have to specifically ask for the FET. It's a certificate.
Yeah.
It details the amount, the exchange rate, the baht amount, and the names of the sender and receiver.
So we've established we need a Thai bank to catch the money and issue the ticket. That brings us to logistics. I assume I need to open a Thai bank account first.
Ideally, yes.
Hmm.
The source from Ocean Worldwide really emphasizes this as the first pillar of safety. Having your own account just makes everything cleaner.
The money goes from you abroad to you, Thailand.
Exactly. It's a clean line.
Is it hard to open one? I hear stories about banking for foreigners being tricky.
It varies wildly. It used to be easier. Now you typically need your passport and a valid visa, usually a long-term visa, not just a 30-day tourist stamp.
Right.
Some banks might ask for a letter from an employer, or if you're buying a condo, showing the sales and purchase agreement can sometimes help open the account specifically for the transaction.
Okay, so get the account open. Now, here's where I think I would mess up. I'm at my computer back home, filling out the international wire transfer form. There's that little box that says reference or purpose of payment.
The most dangerous box on the form.
I usually just write travel or gift or leave it blank because I'm lazy. Maybe I'd write stuff.
Do not write stuff. Do not write living expenses. If you write living expenses, you might trigger a huge problem.
Why?
The Thai bank might receive the money, but because you labeled it that way, they might refuse to issue the FET for a property purchase.
Seriously? Just because of the label?
Yes, because remember, the FET is a legal document stating what the money is for. If the incoming wire says gift, the bank can't legally certify it as investment for the land department.
And you end up in this bureaucratic loop.
For weeks, trying to retroactively prove what the money was for. It's a mess.
So what exactly should I write?
Keep it simple and accurate. Write funds for purchase of condominium unit X at building Y, or even just property purchase.
Or real estate investment.
Perfect. That's it. You have to actually type it in. Don't skip it.
Okay, I want to pivot to the method of transfer because we live in the future. I have apps on my phone, you know, the ones like Wise or Revolut, that can zip money across the world in seconds. Banks are dinosaurs. They charge high fees. Their exchange rates are terrible. Can I just use an app to buy my house?
This is a huge debate, and it's where a lot of modern buyers get caught out. The source material refers to them as online money transfer services. We all love them for sending, $500 for a holiday.
Sure.
But for a $300,000 property purchase in Thailand, they come with a hidden trap.
What's the trap?
It's the domestic glitch.
The domestic glitch sounds like a sci-fi thriller.
It's actually just back-end banking plumbing. Here's what happens. When you use some of these apps, you aren't actually sending money directly to Thailand yourself.
Right.
You're sending dollars to the app's account in your home country. Then the app looks at its ledger and tells its partner bank in Bangkok, hey, release the equivalent amount of baht to this customer.
Okay, so the money arrives. I get my baht. What's the problem?
The problem is the source of that final transfer. To your Thai bank, that incoming money looks like it came from a local Thai account, the app's partner bank in Bangkok.
Oh.
It looks like a domestic transfer.
So the money didn't cross the border in the eyes of the Thai bank?
Precisely. The bank computer sees a local transfer, so they cannot issue an FET because, technically, foreign currency didn't land in their account from abroad.
So you've saved, what, a couple $100 on transfer fees?
But you've blocked yourself from registering the title deed on your million-dollar villa.
That is just tragic, and fixing that must be a nightmare.
It involves getting letters from the app company, trying to trace codes. It's months of stress. That's why the experts, including the team at Ocean Worldwide, always suggest that for the large lump sum.
The actual purchase price.
You should stick to the traditional SWIFT bank-to-bank transfer.
It's worth paying the extra fees for the peace of mind.
It is. It guarantees the paper trail is correct. The Thai bank sees incoming wire from New York, and boom, you get your FET. No questions asked.
Now, speaking of money arriving, let's talk about the exchange rate. Because if I'm transferring a large amount, the currency fluctuation can be brutal.
Absolutely. The Thai baht is a floating currency. It moves. Let's say you're buying a villa for 20 million baht.
Yeah.
You budget for that based on today's rate, but it takes 3 weeks to close the deal.
And if the baht gets stronger in those 3 weeks?
Suddenly, your 20 million baht costs you an extra 10, maybe 15,000 US dollars.
That's the price of a car, just vanished into thin air because of the market.
It's a huge risk.
So is there any way to protect against that?
You should talk to your sending bank about locking in a rate. Some offer forward contracts or spot contracts. You agree on a rate today for a transfer that happens next week.
It gives you certainty.
Total certainty. You know exactly how much will leave your account.
Smart. Okay, let's shift gears to safety. Because sending your life savings to a foreign country is nerve-wracking. How do we make sure we don't get scammed? I mean, I'm guessing I shouldn't just wire the money to the seller's personal savings account.
Never. Unless you are buying directly from a massive, publicly listed developer, never wire cash to Steve in Phuket. Steve might be a great guy, but if Steve decides to take a permanent vacation with your money, getting it back is nearly impossible. The legal system works, but it is slow.
So what's the solution?
So source material is very clear on this. Use escrow.
Escrow. It's a word we hear in movies. The money is in escrow. What does it actually mean in this context?
Think of escrow as a neutral holding pen. It's usually a bank account managed by a reputable law firm. You don't send the money to the seller, you send it to the lawyer.
So the seller doesn't get it yet.
No. And you can't take it back easily either. It sits there, frozen, until the conditions of the contract are met.
Specifically, until the deed is successfully transferred at the land department.
Exactly. It's standoff protection. Once the property is in your name, the lawyer releases the money to the seller. It protects both sides.
And what about just basic stuff, like checking the account numbers?
Oh, verification is key. A single-digit error, a typo, can send funds to the wrong place. And international recalls are a nightmare.
So double, triple check.
Triple check. Ocean Worldwide actually advises doing a small test transfer first. Send $100. Confirm it arrives. Then send the rest.
That's a great tip. This all sounds like Well, it sounds like a lot. I don't think I'd want to do this alone.
You shouldn't. And that leads to the role of professionals. The source strongly advises hiring a property lawyer in Thailand.
And what do they do besides holding the money in escrow?
They're your safeguard. They ensure the contract is fair. They check the land department records to make sure the seller actually owns what they're selling.
You'd be surprised how often there are liens or mortgages the seller forgot to mention.
You really would. And they could probably help with the FET too, right?
Yes, a good lawyer can actually go to the bank with you or for you and collect the FET form. They know what it looks like. They know what to check.
That seems invaluable.
It is, and this is where agencies like Ocean Worldwide come in. They aren't lawyers, but because they've been in Phuket since 2004, they act as the connector.
Right. They know which law firms are reputable.
They know which bank branches are foreigner-friendly. They facilitate the whole process. They ensure you're following what we could call the Ocean Worldwide standard of safety.
Exactly. When Sandra O'Neill and her team guide a client, they aren't just showing them the view from the balcony. They're connecting them with the legal framework to make sure they actually get to keep that view.
So let's recap. We've covered a lot of ground, from quotas to SWIFT codes. If I'm that listener dreaming of the villa, what are the big takeaways? What do I need to write on a Post-it note?
I'd boil it down to the 3 pillars of safety from our deep dive. Number 1, open a Thai bank account. It's the bucket that catches your money. You need it.
Pillar 1.
Number 2, label the transfer correctly. Property purchase. And use a real bank transfer, not an app, so you get that FET form.
That's your golden ticket.
It is. And number 3, use professionals. Use escrow for the funds and get legal help. Don't cut corners on safety to save a few bucks on fees.
It's funny, isn't it? We start with this romantic image of a tropical paradise, sipping coconuts on the beach. But the reality is that the dream is only possible if you respect the paperwork.
That's the paradox. The more boring you are with the finances, the more rigid, compliant, and bureaucratic you are today, the more relaxing your life will be once you actually own the place.
The discipline buys you the dream.
That's exactly. If you try to be a cowboy with the transfer, you'll be stressed forever. The discipline buys you the peace of mind.
Well, if you are ready to apply some of that discipline and maybe start looking at those villas, whether it's that spot in Land Beach or a condo in Poltom, you know where to go.
Ocean Worldwide. They are the experts who provided the source for this deep dive.
You can check them out at oceanwwp.com. That's oceanwwp.com. You can see their listings, read more of their guides, and maybe get in touch with Sandra O'Neill's team if you're serious about making a move.
And remember, if you do buy that place, invite us over for the housewarming.
Definitely. But only after you show me your FET form at the door.
Deal.
That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening, and safe transfers, everyone.